Alright, let's get this set. Alright, that's good. So, today I'm going to go back to check the Aegis Retaliator that after the last review the S9 torpedoes were just doing 0 damage on anything. So, I think this is quite a credible bounty hunting ship. Find out what I can do. Okay, so this is 3.7.1 live. I think it's a really good, and a really great patch, especially after the wipes were done. So I suffered from that in the first version of 7.1. Okay, bed logout. So I have logged out in the Aegis Retaliator and logged out yesterday actually. This is pretty cool. So see if everything is working as we would hope it to. Our bed logout working is just so amazing. Everything is actually looking here. And yeah, everything worked fine. That is really awesome.
Aegis.
So most people would know, but yeah, this is the Aegis Retaliator. This is, for me, one of the best looking ships in the game. Absolutely. Absolutely stunning. On logout we have the bug where the torpedoes aren't showing, but that's kind of minor. But yeah, this is pretty damn awesome. When I last did the ship review, I'll link that video. The gameplay just, it was torpedoes, missiles were just fundamentally broken. So I want to really test this. I took it out yesterday, fell in love with the design again. Superb. So we're going to be getting a crime stat today. Basically, going to go do some bounty hunting, legit bounty hunting, and then probably go check out some trade routes, and yeah, probably do some pretty bad stuff, depend on your PvP in the game. I think the Retaliator itself, I don't think solo PvP in the Retaliator is that much of a thing. I think the Retaliator's speciality is going to be a lot more of going to be really focused on sneak attacks. Yeah, let's find it out here. So we don't have any. I've done the Pro 10 bounty mission. There's nothing popped up at the minute, so we will just go for a spin around. I'm really interested in a few things here. I'm interested in the range of which it will lock kill, and I'm also interested in what happens if you get up, if it close up, which I will try to avoid. So the Retaliator itself has a bunch of turrets. This is specifically a multi-crew ship. We're not multi-crewing today, but with a multi-crew, this ship will really be able to hold its own as it currently stands solo. It is going to be one heavy target. So we've got Hornet over there. I'm going to try everything today. I'm going to try and get some big ships. We're going to go for more stuff as well. That is a 890 jump. Let's see. Comes out of the. We're able to lock at 22 kilometers. As soon as this comes out of the armistice zone. I haven't done much live streaming for a while now. This is only because I've had a lot of busy stuff, renovating the house, and yeah, have a new baby on the way. But with some of this done, I'll get back in. So no availability of lock yet. Still no lock. Should have been able to lock right now. Looks like something's wrong here. Oh, please, come on. Unable to get any kind of lock here at all. Apparently I have 0 missiles. So when I logged last night, I did have missiles, so it may not be that visual may not be a bug per se. It may be more, because there is a log out bug and the torpedoes have appeared, so that is a real shame, because an 890 jump would have been a amazing target.
Engines overheating.
Go ahead and see if I can yeah. If there is a fluke of a chance that we can go back and shoot that 890, then that would be amazing. The recent crime stat changes, I'm kind of unsure of what's going to be thing here. That is good.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Crime stat, not enough. Be an issue.
Warning, you are blocking an active flight bay. Please
Olives
vacate
are.
the vicinity. Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Okay. Okay, so the torps are there. This is good. For the rest, I don't care so much.
Landing complete. Launch complete. Landing gear retracted.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Of course, the 890 is not going to be there.
Engines overheating.
Go check anyway.
Contact.
Oh, that's such a shame. Such a shame. So what do people think about the 3.7.1? Oh, the 890 jump is there. Oh my god. And I can get locker. No? Oh, come on, really? It was there. It was there. Well, I can't say I'm not disappointed. So the bed logout did work fine, apart from the torpedoes disappeared, which kind of sucked. Can't deny this is a super nice ship. Okay, so bounty mission. Okay, let's go check it. And then from there we'll go sell in, check out a couple of the locations of Armistice. I'd be curious as to what will happen with a hat or some other large ship and torpedo application. And as we get more desperate, then we'll...
Quantum. Alert. Emergency stop. Contact.
So I don't want to go after any NPCs here.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
The Titan indicator. Gullet Family Farms and Tram and Myers are the typical hotspots here for trade right now.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Ah, okay. There's a ban. We'll just keep that one refreshed.
Danger. Engines overheating.
I'll keep an eye on that bounty. To we can a bit of a test. To see if we can get a shot.
Quantum travel initiated.
There's quite a distance between dropping in at Grim Hex and getting into the
Quantum
Armistice
travel
Zone there.
complete.
These reflections are.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Thanks. I think perhaps they are en route anti-mission or similar. So fast burn into. With asteroids in the sunlight would be good. The Retaliator is not the fastest, but for its size, 800 is fairly respectable. So, and in terms of mobility, it's pretty quick. So, my plan is, once the game's matured a bit, is to Retaliator and a Doctrine Mantis and some like fighters or similar, and set up camps on trade routes. So once loot drops are properly a thing, then split the trade routes and kill whatever passing. I think I have a problem with it. I think they're just running at full speed, which is a problem for me because I think they're in a smaller ship then. Well, we'll continue on this in case they are going to a site. I think that their travel may actually been further than any site they could have tried to get to, in my experience. They're just burning away. Back and check Ollie. I cannot believe that 890 jump. It was fire. But no. I'm gonna test that again. I know when I logged out, I just restocked from Hex, and I'd logged out between from Hex and Port Ollie. So somewhere in there
Initiated.
went wrong and cost us the 890. But I am super curious on a ship like the 890, what would a S9 torpedo do to it?
Quantum travel complete.
Pilot. That seems. Here we're going for lock. 13 kilometer. It will be burning in pretty slowly. Outside armistice by the looks of it. Okay, we've got a torp off. So one torp took the shields down. Excuse me. Try another. And they're inside armistice. Okay. One torpedo hit Caterpillar. Shields right down, so I think fire in two would nuke a cat. We'll try again.
Missile lock.
Oh, we've got torps out. Holy shit. That was
Missile lock.
again. turn into Ramus or something. I know he's gonna try and kill us.
Missile locked.
Oh, let's see what 2 does. Come on, I'm excited for this.
Kill.
Boom! Nice. Oh, homicide crime. Oh dear. What a shame. Okay, so that was cool. So 2 torpedoes. 2 torpedoes, and the cat was dead. That's pretty cool. Okay, we need to restock. I don't think Ollie is going to allow us to restock, but let's have a try.
Danger. Engines overheating.
I mean, kudos for the cat. He came for us, you know. Oh, he definitely wanted in on that.
Hydrogen fuel at 75%.
So 2 torpedoes and that cat was down. We did soften his shields with the first, but yeah, that was pretty sweet.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Oh, we can still land. I thought there was like 1 bar and weren't allowed to land anymore or something like that. Maybe I'm not going to be able to restock or refuel.
Landing gear deployed. Automated landing initiated.
Let's see. Oh, cool, we can. So the restock on the S9 torps is 100 UEC per torp, which is actually pretty.
Landing complete.
It's pretty reasonable.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Refuel and restock garbage is gonna work. Need to have. Right. So I think Sig said in the patch notes that if this doesn't work, then just do it 1 by 1. So repair has just worked. Do a restock. Okay, we're restock. Good, and so on. But apparently you have to do quantum. And the last on the list is to refuel hydrogen. It's a crazy game bug still. Services. But yeah, if fuel's increasing. That's good. It works. Fantastic. So that's 1 cat down. I was hoping for like 1 shot,
Hydrogen fuel at
but
100% hydrogen
work out so much. The good news is that we've got a bounty now, so that means that people should come and find us.
Hydrogen fuel at 100% hydrogen fuel at 100% hydrogen fuel at 100%
Oh yeah, and of course we have the loop.
hydrogen fuel at 100% hydrogen fuel at 100% hydrogen fuel at 100%.
So I'm selling. We're gonna stay just in the Crusader system for a bit. I want to see what there is flying around selling, or if you know other trade routes, then post it and I'll go camp there.
100% hydrogen fuel at 100% launch complete.
And then we'll move over to Heston. Some nice trade routes along Heston, specifically Ariel to Lawville. Going back from Ariel is a problem because the jump to Lawville will put you straight into a no-fire zone. So, but to Ariel, ideal. We want to test blowing up the ships just after they have bought cargo or bought commodities. Oh yeah, the ultimate, so this is just testing. The ultimate to this is I want to test doctrines
Quantum
for
travel complete.
disruption of trade routes. Specifically a doctrine with something like Mantis would be mandatory, then a Retaliator, and then some smaller ships, some light fighters or a light.
Quantum travel initiated.
Sounds like a Banu defender. Light and medium fighters, so we can get on the trade routes and disrupt trade. And you may say, well, why? What's the point?
Quantum travel complete.
It all depends on your perspective. Your perspective in the game. So if trade routes are allowed to run freely, then there's no content escalation in the game. There has to be a degree of risk associated with the action of which you're doing in game, and that's it's the sandbox of which we play in. But also it's piracy, not griefing.
Danger. Engines overheating.
Yeah, not griefing. Griefing, I think, is the griefing is the act of doing something for no gain or for your own personal gratification. The point of piracy, in my view, is different, and a piracy comes with a financial gain. So that's what I'll be doing it for. Is basically financial. It's financial gain.
Landing gear deployed.
If you're in a game where there is no content escalation
Landing gear retracted.
or content risk, then it's a slippery slope from there, because what happens next? Traders get richer, are able to buy more things. What? To just make more finances in the game, where I believe this kind of gameplay is healthy too. Okay, so here we are at Tram and Myers on Selin. The point of being here is this is the database wipe. This location is used quite a bit for trading of diamonds and titanium back to Port Olizar. It's about an 8-minute run and could be quite lucrative for the right ship. I'm just going to chill here for a bit. Comes along. If not, then we'll head over to Galette Family Farms. You can see here that this is outposts. Over the last few patches have started having the armistice zones removed, which I think is good. Again, the no fire zone, there should be risk and the risk is that anyone could shoot your ship. The crime mechanic in game has got quite interesting, because it really actually does start to penalize you in where you can land, what you can do. It makes things difficult. Could have appeared as bounty as well, so hopefully in the game people start hunting us. Really cool is to see solo in a Retaliator. What is it you can do? It's a multi-crew ship. Got some real fucking firepower. but not solo. Through turrets, but I think solo this is a hit and run ship. And if you get caught by a mantis, another ship dead. Get caught with something heavy at close range, then you're probably dead too. So it's a bit of a case of knowing your ships and knowing specifically what you do and shouldn't do. So don't get caught close range or you'll lose. Orca ship. Oh, you can't deny this ship. Absolutely. Stunning visually. I really like it. So I don't want to hang around these locations too long. Heading over to Hurston, probably one trip back to Port Olazar real quick. Always interesting to see what targets you can pull in there. But if you call that griefing, then okay. But right now in the game with the loot mechanics and stuff like that not working, then really a great deal. Quite a question mark between griefing and practice for piracy. If anyone knows of any other raid runs that people are doing around Crusader, then drop a message. Would be really helpful.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
So with 3.7.1 and bed logout working, actually looks to be a lot of things starting to come together and working correctly. I know there's tons of stuff that's still broken, delivery mission anomalies all over the place, but some of the core mechanics are starting to shape up really well. So for piracy, it helps, especially as the crime stat increases and you can't dock certain stations anymore. Being able to log out and base out of like a rest stop somewhere, really good. Okay, Galette Family Farms down here somewhere. We'll head to Lazar again, if we can catch any when in or out, and then head over to Heston.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel initiated. Contact. Quantum travel complete.
Well, let's try it. I know, I'm mining ship. Heston. I'm sorry, Eric 85.
Missile lock.
Oh wow. guess that's a non-hit as well. Alright. The caterpillar on the pad.
Contact. Chaff ready.
Okay. Jericho is burning into us. Very small, fast ship. Curious of if a torpedo can.
Missile lock.
Is he outrunning the torpedo? Oh wow.
Missile lock. Kill.
Oh, would you look at that? Nice. Okay, so that's quite interesting because the that's quite interesting because a torpedo should have a set of attributes to it. Well, like it, the velocity of which it travels, the explosive radius, etc. So that little Titan is a tiny ship, and it was able to one-shot it. Curious that on the first on the first pass something happened. Don't know what it was. Maybe it outran, but the velocity, the explosive radius,
Flare ready.
but it should also have an attribute of how long it can fly before it self-destructs, dies. I don't know what happens in torpedoes. Antes. So I think the torpedo balance will come when all missiles and torpedoes are looked at. They have to have those kind of characteristics, attributes about them. Otherwise, it's just like sticking 100% of damage into ship of it. It doesn't matter what the size is, but the size of the ship, has to matter. A torpedo that's bigger than one of the ships it's going to hit should not apply 100% damage. In my view, that ship.
Missile lock.
Now, that shouldn't have fired because this Andromeda looks to be inside the armistice zone. So again, curious as to what will happen here. Didn't be able to hit.
Kill.
Oh shit, but it did. Okay, so Constellation Andromeda, one shot with a S9 torpedo. And I'm not quite sure how that happened. Boss. Go for Eric with his hard time. But I think at 10 kilometers, so these ones on the pad. 8,000, 2,000 kilometers, maybe it was just out, but yeah, one shot. S9 Constellation Andromeda. Oh. Gonna get this arrow, is gonna try and tear us apart or something. I don't know.
Missile lock.
But we can say that the torpedoes are well and truly fixed. Are they overpowered? I don't know. I mean, no, it's an S9 torpedo. It's the torpedo in the game. I think would be able to apply a significant amount of damage. Okay, I'm curious. See if we can land. We've got a higher crime stat now.
Landing gear deployed.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Okay, so crime stat then is not working as Sig suggested.
Automated landing initiated.
We'll try these in sequence. Getting so much variability in helps it. Oh, rip.
Hydrogen hydrogen fuel at 100% hydrogen fuel at 100% launch complete.
And what would you know, our bounty has just landed at Port Ollers also. Try and get them on their way out. Give it a couple of more minutes, Port Ollers, and then we'll head straight over to Fearsome, and we'll go see Ariel, check for any of the larger trade runs, etc. You can pop this bounty at the I think that's that in the terminal. Right? We check a couple of places on the way out Crusader. Something like this. Probably been mining for an hour. And then
Missile lock.
mining for an hour, and then this happens.
Kill.
Yeah, so okay, so a prospector can be one shot as well. Yeah. Oh, Bulldog 1971. I'm sorry, dude. You know, the cost of on a positive note, at least you get to go and do more mining, right? Got 1 hour off farming. You know, I wouldn't grind 1 hour for 50k. Put it that way. Oh, Bulldog, yeah, sorry. I hoped for is that would all dropped, you know, in piracy. It would be dropped, and you'd be able to scoop it. There must be some loot mechanic in mind, you know, a percentage value of the drop or something similar. Would be really cool. That's what I hope for. Piracy. Like eat. Armistice. Unlockable. Perfect.
Contact.
Oh my god, no. It is. It's an 890 jump. It's in range. Oh my god, come on. I'm gonna put 2 into this, dude. Come on. This has to work. It has to. Must. Oh, please. And can you believe it that he's criminal as well? Oh my god. Okay, here we go. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. Please, come on. Redeem our mistakes at the beginning with having no torpedoes. I have no idea what those torps are doing. Come on. Oh, what happened? Did it? Didn't hit? Oh. It hit. What happened? Oh, no. Well, I can't even begin to tell you the disappointment. I'm just kind of curious as to what happened.
Contact.
It's maybe got into Armistice or
Missile locked.
I don't quite know. I mean, we had lock. He was some distance off. 890 isn't the fastest thing that's going to move around, right?
Kill.
Boom, son. Excuse me. Yeah, that was weird.
Landing gear deployed.
Really weird. Okay, I'm gonna go in and restock real quick, and we'll see if we can get this 890 on the way out. We may take some fire on. Yeah.
Landing gear retracted.
If we.
You are prohibited from landing at this vicinity.
Okay then. I wonder if we're still able to maybe hover and restock then. I mean, that dude wasn't happy then, was he? Never did.
Hydrogen fuel at 100%. Hydrogen fuel at 100%. Hydrogen fuel at
Warning,
Oh.
you are blocking an active flight bay. Please vacate the vicinity.
hydrogen
Oh.
fuel at 100%.
We broke the rules of we broke the
Rear
rules of
shield under fire.
how we should do this. I think I'd always do that last boost loop.
Port shield under fire.
Okay, we're good.
Rear shield under fire.
Initiating ship storage procedure.
Oh no.
For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, so Port Ollie hits us. There's still some really strange behaviors in targeting. Oh, but that ain't. I don't know. We got 2 locks, 2 torpedoes were sent, and they didn't look too good. I don't understand 100% on that. The others have actually been okay. I think we had 1 miss on the Avenger Titan. Something else. I don't know. But the rest, it's been pretty accurate, but those 2 just did not. Real shame. I really want to see the effectiveness of times again. just blowing them up. Closer to 5 or at least. Okay, we'll definitely go for the Andromeda here. Our last one on that, we have 1 data point of 1 shot, a single shot kill on the Andromeda.
Missile locked.
Let's see if we can get like a view of what happened again.
Kill.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh fuck me, I think that the Retaliator is certainly one of my it's been a favorite ship, but that love has just been rekindled. So we have to do 2 data points on the constellation now. That 1 shot is 2 data points does not create a trend, but I don't think we need to target more constellations now. So we've seen a Prospector with 1 shot Avenger Titan, which is curious because of the size. And yeah. And some bigger stuff, a 600i, an 890 jump would be awesome. And the cat. 2 shots. So yeah. So far. I'm just going to hang around here for a bit. I want to get rid of these torpedoes, reload, and then head to Hurston. On this server. Okay. Where are they all? Get some strange like that. Oh, he's gone. Fantastic. Okay, we'll take a couple minutes. We'll go restock, head to Hurston, and check out some locations on Ariel, and then ArcCorp, and we'll get to ArcCorp 5, which again is another known trade route. I'm looking for some of the bigger ships to go after. So we can see Andromeda's Constellation Series is one shot with a S9, and they are dead, so that means that it's working. And also some of the smaller ships as well. Smaller Avenger Titan Prospectors. That took 2 shots. Gone. Good data collection.
Landing gear deployed.
Just
Landing gear retracted.
on live subjects. Yeah, about that. My bounty is out there. Hopefully, it'll be good to see what happens with Retaliator and a ship. Like I said before, I think this is a hit and run ship at range. Get caught close, then you're gonna pretty much die, especially solo. Multi-crew, it's a different story. There is enough turrets for this ship to be able to hold its own. Okay, we'll do one more Andromeda. So the point of this is really just learning about the mechanics of doctrine, Mantis, and disruption of trade. My point on the Oh, nice. Okay, so that is a Constellation Andromeda. Any of the Constellation series is pretty much one shot, up to 20 kilometers, maybe more, untested. Three in a row, and I think we don't need to do that anymore. Cutlass I'll be interested in.
Missile lock. Kill.
Oh, nice. Okay, one shot, one kill. But yeah, Cutlass was down in 1 as well. That's Freelance and MISC is going to be an interesting one. These things are very heavy on. I don't think. When is it? Oh. Could be an interesting target, I suspect. Again, the mechanics for missiles and torpedoes in the game are just very basic right now. I expect that torpedo and missiles have explosive radius, of specific velocity, and specific lifetime as well. Does not seem the case. Okay, I'll restock and head to Hurst. Be good target.
Engines overheating.
Oh, that glare is interesting. So Port Olizar does not like us. Be able to restock here. I need to.
Warning, you are blocking an active flight lane. Please vacate the vicinity.
Friend.
Quantum travel initiated.
He's in a Cutlass Black as well. Kept an eye on that. Unsure, I think Kudor again does not have it.
Quantum travel complete.
I think it's one of the ones that does not have a... Oh, maybe in a cave. Oh, we'll switch.
Quantum travel initiated.
Yeah, there's a cave outside of Kudor. Perhaps he's en route to that. I think 90 kilometers out of Kudor.
Quantum travel complete. Danger. Engines overheating.
Oops.
Danger. Engines overheating.
I think this might be one of the use cases for this, like tactical hit and run. So with our crime stat, this guy may have picked up on a bounty, or he might just be by fluke heading towards us. If I can get 20 kilometers, I'm gonna take him out in one shot with the torpedo, unless his countermeasures work effectively or similar. I think that's one of the interesting mechanics for this ship. Close up, you're going to get wrecked unless you're multi-crew, but solo, you can hit and run. I'm going to want to maintain as much distance as possible. So as soon as they're in lock range, I'll lock and I'll target and lock, and then drop all speed to maintain the furthest distance. I think the lock is maybe around 25 kilometers or something similar. We'll find out. Start coming down now. At 24. Oh, that's 17. Nothing yet. Come on, what is it? I go. Okay, so there's definitely it. Oh, an orange. This will be interesting.
Missile lock.
We got luck.
Danger. Engines overheating.
Okay, so that's good learning. I didn't see, but either countermeasures or speed. Very low lock. Some velocity.
Missile lock. Missile lock.
He's out. Okay, so that was really interesting because all fast ship, very short lock range, target and range. And unable.
Quantum travel.
Unable to hit him. Well, that's good. Learning about the targets of which you can and can't take is really good. Or the nature of the situation.
Quantum travel complete.
Mhm. That's my point. You're gonna get wrecked by something close up, you know. Excuse me.
Head shield under fire.
Warning, you are blocking an active flight lane. Please vacate the vicinity.
Rear shield under fire. Rear shield under fire.
Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
Head shield under fire. Quantum travel initiated.
Okay, we'll head to Heston and pick out a couple of the places here, and then yeah, head to ArcCorp places, and then just really debrief and quit. And whilst we're in quantum, I'm gonna jump and grab. Okay, coming into Heston and real.
Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Oh man. The local chat. And of course, when you're trading, always someone here. You know, never someone here. Excuse me. I'll stay a couple of minutes here and then to Lawville and sit outside of the Armistice Zone and see what our ships typically jumping in from Ariel and other moons will jump straight into the Armistice, so great deal. And typically the raid runs are incoming, not outgoing from Lawville.
Quantum travel initiated. Alert. Emergency stun.
You will respect our authority.
Oh my god, Sig, you have to sort that out. That's the voiceover for the scans and stops.
Quantum travel initiated.
Absolutely terrible. I hope it's just a placeholder for something decent.
Quantum travel complete.
We'll try Lawville real quick, see if we can get a couple of torps off, and then might head over to Opheria. See if anyone's. That's probably a bit of a dick move. People typically go there just to admire the scenery, so Retaliator turning up. Probably not so good.
Contact. Quantum travel complete.
I think the no fire zone around here is like huge, right? So here I guess I'd have to watch for even here going straight up the 80 to 100 kilometers atmosphere. And then as soon as they are out, no fire zone, then there's going to be a buffer where they're unable to warp because they're still in atmosphere, but they're out of no fire. As to what reward piracy is, and to pay much for that. Specifically because no cargo per se is going to be coming out of. I only suspect that off. We need to play around with this situation a bit because it's no different to what I was doing at Port Olazar. Sniping ships as they come into, in this instance, they're taking off. I think, in my view, is good. And like I said before, griefing is different to piracy. Piracy is done for financial gain, griefing is done just to be a dick. So there has to be a balance established in that. But this is going to require a bit more thinking because, yeah, you could sit in that buffer between atmosphere and armistice. It's going to grief. I need to look at trade runs, commodity bought in Orville, be taken elsewhere. But I think that they're a minority, so it's going to require a bit more gameplay here. And then working out the jump routes between, say, Area 18, 45, then testing with the Mantis, similar. I think are going to be the next step. So, if you watch the 2 hours of this or whatever, or skip to the end, and want to be part of that, then just add me in game. I've got tips that a Mantis, a Retaliator, a Hammerhead if needed, the medium and small fighters, so we could have a doctrine, no problem. Yeah, so message me in game. It'd be really good to set something up and just test a multi-crew scenario. I think even maybe a couple of multi-crew Retaliators would, and test loot drops. Be really good. Anyway, I'm going to call it here, and it's been really insightful. So some of the things, a cat took 2 torps. Excuse me. A cat was 2 torps. the 890 jump. I don't know what happened there. Something went a bit weird. It was pretty strange. I think it got into armistice before the torpedoes hit. Avenger Titan was one shot. Prospector was one shot. So sorry to that dude. Lost his pay or whatever it was. What else did we... Oh, so the Constellation Series, yeah, one shot. They're completely gone. And then the smaller stuff like the Avenger Titan, the other small ship that I can't recall the name of. So in terms of testing the hit and run tactics, has the Retaliator improved since I last did the review? Yeah, it's really simple. It's actually, for me, it's doing what it should do. It's hit and run, very high power, good application. So for me, the Retaliator is in a really, really good and interesting spot. Yeah, so if you've got one, I'll do the links to the Retaliator review, and I'll update that with this video. But yeah, you know, if you've got a Retaliator, then now is the time to get it out and have some fun. I think suddenly in 3.7.1, depending on what happens in 3.8, I think the Retaliator will have its fearsome crown. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for me. I'll catch you next time. And add me in game if you want to get involved in some multi-role stuff and fleet and doctrine things. So that is it. My in-game name is at the top, and have some fun on the next video. See ya. Thanks so much for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. YouTube's going to recommend you another couple here and here. I hope you enjoy them too. Hit the subscribe and like button. Maybe good things will happen. Catch you on the next one.